Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu is Mata. Yes, welcome all of you. Thank you for joining and keeping the appointment with Krishna early in the morning for hearing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Let us start. जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुदामाई की जय, नरसिंह भगवान की जय, पंच तत्व की जय, षड गोस्वामी की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, श्री भगवान की जय, श्री गुरुदेव की जय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So today we will be discussing from chapter 18 of Bhagavad Gita, conclusion the perfection of renunciation, verse number 68. Let us recite the verse. Yedam paramam guhyam madbhakteshwari bhadasyati bhaktim mai param kritva mame veshyati amsa samshayah. Yedam paramam guhyam madbhakteshwari bhadasyati bhaktim mai param kritva Mame Veshyati Asamshayah. Translation by Divine Shri Ki Jai. For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end, he will come back to me. It's a very beautiful, encouraging verse. It's like, but whoever speaks this Bhagavad Gita to others, Krishna is very pleased. And he says, pure devotional is guaranteed, and at the end of the life, he will come back to me. So, what more you want, right? This is a guarantee that Krishna is giving, but we are not interested in Krishna's guarantee. We are interested in all the material guarantees we have, 5-year guarantee, 1 year warranty, and all those things. Right? Srila Prabhupada, he insisted how important it is for everyone, especially for Prabhupada's followers, to study his books seriously. Very important point to understand. See, in Prabhupada, in one of his lectures, he said, these books are for you. So all books were there and there. So he was pointing it to them and he said, these books are for you and I have written for all of you. So he said, do not make it an export business. They only buy and sell to others. For themselves, they have no use. This is what Prabhupada is telling. Because during the marathon that were going on, right? And see now, Prabhupada is teaching us how to do this, right? So what he's telling is, he imitated a devotee who distributing his books. Okay. So Prabhupada is standing here and asking a customer, just imitating them, role play, like he's telling him, please take this book. It is very important. And then he took the customer's role now. They said, oh, it is very important. What is it about? And Prabhupada again switched his role and said, I don't know, it is for you. So everybody laughed. So Prabhupada then told him, see, my only criticism of the devotees is that they think my books are for distribution and not for reading. Very powerful point. Jokingly was telling this. See, Prabhupada, he wanted his disciples to become philosophically strong by studying his books. He said, Shastric study, that is study of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, or any of his small books, Shastric study, it grants us the ability to preach, fixes our intelligence, and purifies our hearts. Just by reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and all the books of Prabhupada, it gives us the ability to preach, it fixes our intelligence, and it purifies our hearts. So at this time, Prabhupada also asked the devotees, why are we so interested in book distribution? He said, why are we so interested? I wanted to answer. Then he himself said, because it is distribution of not books, it is distribution of knowledge. Twice he said, it is distribution of knowledge. ISKCON devotees all over the world, right, are extremely busy during the month of December distributing books because this month is celebrated as book distribution marathon. So every devotee is so fired up to bring the top for themselves, for their team, or the temple, for just so gone distributing books. See, on the one hand, it is the best service we can do for Srila Prabhupada. But at the same time, we should also remember the mood of big book distribution. Srila Prabhupada makes a very punching statement in that cluster which just now we saw. He said, it is distribution of knowledge. It is not selling books. We should relish reading his book so much that we should feel for all the souls who are so ignorant of this transcendental literature. That's the mood with which we should give the books. That's why Krishna insists in this verse 18.68. While concluding his teachings to Arjuna, he said, Yaidam paramam guhyam mad bhaktesh abhidhasyati bhaktim mai param kritva ma me veshyati asamshaya. Asamshaya, no doubt. So for one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. See, the Lord, Krishna says, no, who explains this supreme secret. So it is understood by default that when we distribute Bhagavad Gita or other books of Srila Prabhupada, we should know what is inside those books. See, once we have tasted the transcendental teachings of Prabhupada ourselves, then what happens? The fervor with which we share those books with others will be intense. It will be genuine and it will be filled with compassion. 3 points will be. The moment we read the books and understand and then distribute the books, then the teachings will be, the taste will come to us so wonderful, higher taste, that the fervor with which we share those books with others will be intense, it will be genuine, and filled with compassion. Otherwise, it will be just be a book selling business. Right? So many people just selling books. So let us all pray to Srila Prabhupada to reveal his subtle and sublime teachings in his books and to give us the taste to reach them every moment. Then automatically Krishna will arrange for us to share the knowledge with other souls. See, while requesting Suta Goswami to speak on the subject of Srimad Bhagavatam, the sages of Naimisharanya, they say in this verse 116 in Bhagavatam, Rishayuchuhu Toya Khalu Puranani Setihasani Chanagha Akyat Akyatanyapi Adhitani Dharma Shastrani Yanyuta. The sages said, respected Suta Goswami, you are completely free from all vice. You are well versed in all the scriptures, famous for religious life, and in the Puranas and the histories as well. For you have gone through them under proper guidance and have also explained them. See, the word Akhyatani in this verse means explaining. The wonderful purport, Prabhupada says, to hear and explain them is more important than reading them. Of course, once you have to read, then only you will read. So if you don't understand, then naturally when you go on reading and hearing, and then you will be able to speak. So one can assimilate the knowledge of the revealed scriptures of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad only by hearing and explaining. Hearing is called Shravana, and explaining is called Kirtana. So very two important. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Right? Very important. So hear and explain is very, very important. So the two processes of Shravana and Kirtana are of primary importance to progress for progressive spiritual life. So only one who has properly grasped this transcendental knowledge, not only just like that, from the right source. How? By submissive hearing. Only those people can properly explain the subject. That's why, by the mercy of Guru, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna, we all have the guidance for the transcendental knowledge in the form of their instructions, in the form of their lectures, in the form of writings. That's why Prabhupada insisted mere reading of scriptures is not enough. It is important that we study and also explain it to others. Vicharana Paro, right? So when we will be able to explain to others? See, the schools and the colleges, teachers and all, when they want to teach, naturally first they have to read and understand, and then they will be able to speak, right? Then only it will touch. Then only others will be able to understand. First you have to understand. Otherwise it will just like going above, bouncer jayega. Correct? So when will we be able to explain to others? Only when we have the understanding of what we learn. So this process of explaining our Kirtana is very beautifully translated by Srila Prabhupada, will in turn improve our way of studying the scriptures. And then it will force us to be in constant touch of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad and other groups of Srila Prabhupada. My Guru Maharaj always insists that we must always be prepared to speak on these transcendental subject matters. Be prepared, always be prepared. See, we should not run away or shun away saying that we are not qualified, etc., etc. See, just like how we brush our teeth, just like how we take bath, just like we eat food daily without fail to maintain our body, correct? Just like that, we should give time and energy to provide food for our soul. It should be completely nourished by these transcendental scriptures. Just go through that, you will see the difference. So if you are doing this preparation daily, then by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, we will not have any problem as to how to explain or speak on these transcendental subject matters. Explaining to others does not mean, see, another important point. This is one side, okay? You should read, explain, and see the other point, subtle point. Explaining to others does not mean that we are in a great position. Okay, I am a great speaker now, and you should speak, come to me. It is just another opportunity given by the merciful Lord Krishna to meditate on Him and His instructions. Just an opportunity given to us. Also, we are not explaining anything on our own, correct? No, we are not telling anything about on our own. See, we have not written these transcendental scriptures, nor have we the capacity to translate or understand them. Krishna and his pure devotees have provided everything essential for us. And we are just studying and explaining them. Studying and explaining them through what? Through the senses provided by Krishna. So, is there anything from our own? Nothing. So, there is nothing to be proud of when we speak of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad. When we speak, give classes on the Vyasasan or on the Zoom and whatever it is, we should not be proud that whatever we speak. Nothing to be proud. If we understand our insignificant position and sincerely endeavor to take advantage of these literatures, not only by studying, but also by explaining to others, then Krishna will be very pleased. As he declares in Bhagavad Gita 18.68, 69, 68 words we are taking today, and 69 tomorrow we will take. Yaidam paramam guhyam mad bhakte shavdasyati bhaktim mahi param gatva mam eveshyati asamshaya. Then in the 69 he says, Nachat tasmat manusheshu kaschin me priyakartamaha bhavita nachame tasmat anya priyataro bhui. For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, for one who explains this supreme secret to devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me. This is the 68%. 69 what he says. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. The one who explains this supreme secret of Bhagavad Gita to everyone else. The same way, Prabhupada has also said, no, in the lecture said, all these books are not just selling books. Distribution doesn't mean just selling. If somebody asks you, what will you say? Reply, right? You should know what is inside. But to know what is inside, you should read them. You should hear them and then explain to them. When you want to explain something, naturally you go through them, make notes, try to understand. If you have doubts, discuss with people who are senior devotees or like that, you can understand. Then you will be able to explain. And by that, if you explain, it will touch as because when you read and understood, you touched your heart. The same way it will touch others' heart. Otherwise, it will be just skimming on the surface. It will not have any effect. Then there is no point in saying I told this Prabhu, I told this Mataji, telling them to come to program. No, it doesn't have any effect because you yourself are not convinced, right? So how can you convince others? So this is a beautiful verse. So this verse should be in front of all of us, in front of everyone, every time, every day, day in and day out. Keep it in front of, because it's a inspiration. So Krishna says, just speak about this. You read it, understand, and speak it to others. Then he will be very pleased, and and it's guaranteed that you'll get pure devotion service, and you'll come back to me. He said, there is no doubt about it. Asamshaya. This is perfectly guaranteed. So you should understand three things: D, U, and E. Right? First, you read a verse, you discover something. Then you understand. Then apply in your life. Apply practically. Then automatically everything will become clear to you. So dua, no dua dete. So D, U way. Discover, understand, and apply. Vinatra Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for giving this girl an opportunity to glorify the Lord and purify myself. So, Hare Krishna. Stop here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.